Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
Okay. Number 1 is going to be the win at the Packers, this game right here. Number 2 is going to be the win against the Seahawks. Number 3, Week 18 versus Rams. And a distant 4 for me, that Saints game. That's just my opinion. So go ahead and throw it in the chat. I want to see it before we jump out of here. How do you rank these 4 games? Because I want to know. You guys have been here for the conversation. You participated. What's the order? We had the poll up, but you tell me the order of games. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's difficult, and some of you guys are going to have to backspace because you're going to argue with yourself, and that's not a bad thing. What's the order of these 4 games for you individually? Because it's different. The Cowboys game carries a lot of weight for me because of how I became a fan. It's because I hated my stepdad, who was a Cowboys fan, right? So, like, that game matters more than me. So, and that's what we do as fans. We bring all of our baggage, good and bad, to these games that provide context to that said baggage that created us, that made Chubby John Chapman, 9-year-old Chubby John Chapman, a fan of the 49ers, to now wearing a hat with SF and a California logo on it. It's kind of funny, the journey that has brought us here. Mark, I love this. He says Rams, then the Hawks, then Saints, then Packers, right? So, Mark, yeah, that's your order, right? So just by looking at this order, the Packers, again, your 2 biggest games, Rams then Seahawks, that's important. Beating the divisional guys, to get into the playoffs, that's important. I love that. I freaking love that. Big Papa. Seattle, then New Orleans, Rams, Green Bay. All right, best on less stress and more enjoyment. Oh, there you go. See, and that's another thing for me. I got to have a nail biter. If this is going down in my top, I got to be stressed, man. You don't make diamonds without pressure, baby. You got to go through it. The Heartbreak Kids. Melissa, she says the Hawks game, then Saints, then Packers, then LA. She had LA last. Whew. All right. Here we go. Dancing Angel, Rams, Seahawks, Packers, Saints. Now this is an order. I think the Saints has to be last. It might be the most memorable play, and it's on offense and Kittle and all that stuff. Melissa, she says this. John Chapman, thoughts on the Broncos 2018 game? Kittle almost breaking Shannon Sharp's single record in the first half. Yeah, man. There we go. Back-to-back people brought that up. I love it. And you remember Kyle was like, I didn't know he was so close. If I would have known, I would have got him the record. But yeah, it's a testament to how great Kittle is. It's also a testament to why don't we use him more often? But that's the issue now, is because you have so many freaking targets to get around. It's not just, you got a lot of people to feed. You really, really do. Let's go back to Phil real quick. Sorry about that. I missed that, Clayton. Shout out to Phil, man. One of the funnest people I've ever met. He says Seattle. There we go. Then the Pack, then the Rams, then the Saints. That's a good list. Miss Niners, Torres. What's up, Torres? She says Seahawks, Rams, Packers, Saints. Another good list. Here's what makes it a good list. If the Saints game is the last game, I think it's a good list. But that's just me. Grand, 21 Rams winning in, 21 Packers, Seattle, then Saints. So he's going almost in order chronologically. Melvin, Rams, Saints, Hawks, Packers. This is awesome, man. I freaking love this. Caldwell, this will be the last one that we'll jump out of here. I could do this all day. This is fun. I really appreciate those of you that stuck around for this. Hopefully, did y'all enjoy this? Like, do you feel better about the season, like moving forward? What's the goal of the podcast? I can tell you the goal of our podcast: educate, create community, and increase the fan experience when you watch the 49ers. And so I really hope, 1, 2, or all 3 of those things were achieved today.